Yesterday night, as I went to bed, Fabrizio Romano put up a tweet confirming to us that Mason Mount personal terms with Manchester United are 100% done. Remember, it's now a month since stories were broken by Jacob Steinberg that United had gone ahead to agree personal terms with Mason Mount, and Fabrizio came back and really refuted those and said, no, I rebuff that. Personal terms have not been agreed, but they were not an issue. And this is where we come on today and obviously reveal to you that they are 100% done. Looks like United are not able to go ahead and obviously spend £100 million on the deal of Declan Rice, unless otherwise they are really allowing to take in players. And I'm going to give you the latest coming in from West Ham as far as the bidding war of Declan Rice to either Man City or Arsenal is really concerned. And can United throw themselves in? That's what we're going to go ahead and we discuss more onto this channel. Then Scott McTominay is another one. He has been told by the club of Man United that he can leave Old Trafford and find for another move. That is it. Rokan David is my name. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Now, let's see close to 300 likes. Smash on this video and let's continue subscribing because we want to say to it that we hit 14,000 subscribers before the end of this month. Today is 22nd of August, 22nd of June, and here we come to call you to subscribe as you've been doing regularly. Fabrizio Romano coming out and confirming to us that Man United will bid again for Mason Mount. Personal terms are 100% agreed and sealed. United want a quick resolution and won't make crazy bids. Chelsea are flexible. 60/65 million pounds is enough to get it done. That is what Chelsea is calling in for. Now, as I've told you, yesterday we made a second bid for Mason Mount and it was rejected by Chelsea. That is it. We made a second bid and it was rejected by Chelsea. So, after it being rejected, we found ourselves in a situation of asking, what is it all about that Chelsea is really needing? And we are told that Chelsea need between £60 million to £65 million to greenlight this deal of Mason Mount to Man United. But a huge boost is that Mason Mount has come out and told the board of Chelsea that I'm not renewing my contract. Even if you don't let me to go to Man United in the summer, I'll run the contract down and obviously go ahead and join United on a free. So Chelsea have gotten to know that even if they insist on £75 million, they aren't going to get any penny from the player if at all the 1st of September surpasses when this player has not gone ahead to cross from London to Manchester. So they've gone ahead and really told them that let's keep this going and see how things really pan out. And the new deal put on the table is 60/65 million pounds. United don't want to be ransomed, they don't want to pay much, and their bid that was rejected was between 45 million pounds upfront and 5 million pounds of add-ons. There is a 10-15 million pound difference between the two clubs, but it looks like after personal terms have been agreed by Mason Mount, it looks like there is green light that this deal will come to pass. So as it stands, Mason Mount looks like he's going to be playing in black and red next season at Old Trafford, and is going to be one of those players that United are really willing to really put into the team, as Erik ten Hag is so much sold onto an idea of having him into his team. So that's a very huge boost. That means the next thing is for United to agree everything with Chelsea, and obviously the medicals will go ahead and really take place as up. Now, after that, Jacobs Ben told us that Man United remain optimistic of Mason Mount. They know he wants the move. Chelsea very much in selling non-extension mode after Mount indicated he won't sign a new deal. Manchester United hope for under £60 million. Chelsea would definitely accept a package of £65 million, but perhaps less now. And this is where I get baffled. Chelsea have gone ahead to sell Kai Havertz to Arsenal around the same amount of money, and he had 2 years left on his contract. Now, why is Mason Mount costing that amount of money? Is it because he holds an English passport? You know? So, I really find it perturbing that we are going to dish out such a huge amount of money onto a player that is just left with 1 year on his contract. So, I would like to see us put some balls. Let's show Chelsea balls of quitting. That is it. Let's show Chelsea that we can back out of this deal and see what Chelsea is going to do. Look at the deal of Harry Kane. United put out stories that they are out of this deal. Guess what has happened recently? We've now seen stories that Harry Kane wants a move and is willing to put in a transfer request to come join Man United. Let's play this and see how far it takes us. Let's pull out a little bit and tell Chelsea, we are no longer interested in your player, we are going in for another midfielder. That is it. Let's pull out a little bit and see what Chelsea is going to do. They will fake it because they need this money before the 30th of June. They need the money. They need the money. That's why yesterday they really transacted close to 6 or 5 deals. Hakimi Ziyech, Kalidou Koulibaly, Eduardo Mendy, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang to Saudi Arabia, plus Kai Havertz to Arsenal. 5 deals at once. They need money to balance their books of accounts. If they don't get in money before 30th of June to end their financial season, then they won't be having money to really spend in the summer. That's it. So we should rely on that, and obviously see to it that we play on their emotions. You know, that is the best thing that we can do, and we will offer to the club of Manchester United. We should play on the emotions of Chelsea. That is it. If we are really a competent club, that's what we should be going in for, to play on emotions of the club of Chelsea. Now, Seth of Sky Sports, The Mesh, has gone ahead and obviously told us the following about the deal of Declan Rice and what is going to stop it from happening. He's saying that there have been internal discussions about Declan Rice as to how a deal could be done due to financial fair play rules. It's unlikely that United will be able to spend much of their budget on just one player. Now, yesterday night I brought you a story that Declan Rice is one of those players that United is needing to sign. Arsenal, Man City are in for bidding war, and United we are planning to obviously go in for 2 players: Harry Maguire, Scott McTominay, and some money. Or Harry Maguire alone plus money, get in Declan Rice. But as it stands, looks like West Ham want money. West Ham want money. If at all that proposal was really working out, would have seen a story already today that West Ham are willing to get in Scott McTominay and money plus Manchester United. But as it stands, they are in for money. They understand that if they get £100 million from Declan Rice, they can get off 30 and pay it to Man United and get Scott McTominay. That's it. So, as it stands, it's a hard deal for us to do, as Man City has also gone ahead to enter the race. As it stands, Man City has gone ahead to enter the race of Declan Rice. If you never knew, let me inform you and let me bring you up to speed. Man City have gone ahead to enter the race of Declan Rice. They are willing to make their first bid of £75 million up front plus £15 million of add-ons. That is it. The interest is concrete. It's one of those that has gone ahead to scare Arsenal fans all over the world. If you want to know more about that story, go to my channel known as Rokani Media Football. You are going to find me there. It's really something huge, concrete, and obviously very, very accurate, because it has been broken by Fabrizio Romano and David Austin. So it shows you that Declan Rice has gone ahead to give green light to a side known as Man City to come in and obviously get the deal over the line. And there is a tweet I want to bring you here to show you that it's something that we really Alright, this is something I wanted to show you that if at all we had money, would have gone ahead to hijack this deal too, and would have gone ahead to use Mason Mount and Luke Shaw, who are really tight buddies of Declan Rice, to come in and obviously do the job. Now, we've been told by Fabrizio Romano that Manchester City have decided to bid for Declan Rice after calling West Ham last Friday to be informed. Man City also checked players' side. Understand Rice is open to any move, so deal depends on the clubs now. Arsenal planning to bid again since last week. Now, when you look at this deal, it shows you exactly that. It's really open, and us not having money, that's why Ten Hag is going to lose out on his other priority signing that he wanted. When you look at this deal, it obviously boils out into a deal that can go anywhere provided you have the money. Now, we can't rival these teams because they have huge monies with them, and their ownership is really standard. For United, we don't know who the owner of United is going to be, and the Glazers are really acting this at what we call a snail fucking pace. That is it. So I really understand that Ten Hag wants Declan Rice, but he cannot get him because the board cannot sanction this deal to happen, as we can't let the entire chunk of our budget go on to be put onto one player. Unless otherwise, West Ham goes ahead to really buy our idea, but I don't see them buying the idea. Now, lastly, Scott McTominay. The TalkSport has told us that Man United have told Scott McTominay that he's allowed to leave Old Trafford this summer. And I like the story because the more we keep mediocre players at Manchester United, that means we are welcoming complacency back to Man United. The more we keep players of limited quality, the more we are going to limit ourselves from really competing for the title of the Premier League and competing with teams like City, and compete with teams like City and Arsenal. So, my mind tells me that it has obviously been something good that Ten Hag is going to offload Fred and Scott McTominay, who formed a partnership known as Mark Fred that played double pivot under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer for like 3 seasons. So that comes to my understanding that we are really a team that is going to raise the bar as far as quality is really concerned. Ten Hag doesn't mind of who and what. It's all about what you are offering on the field of play. If your quality is lacking, Ten Hag doesn't want you around Man United. He wants you out. He wants you off the club. That is it. Coming from the club of Man United, and Scott McTominay is up for grabs. Looks like Newcastle have moved on from him because they are not willing to really struggle with Man United as far as his negotiations are really concerned. That's why I've gone ahead for Sandro Tonali. You know, he is really nearing his move. He's nearing his move from AC Milan to Newcastle, and they've gone ahead to spend close to 70 million euros onto him. That says goodbye to the deal of Scott McTominay. So, as it stands, West Ham is one of the limited teams that are interested in Scott McTominay. Let's wait and see whether more teams are going to come out and really get themselves in the know of getting this deal over the line. So, Rokan David remains my name. Your thoughts on Mason Mount? Personal terms, 100% agreed. Welcome in the comment section below. What do you make about Declan Rice deal? Do you think we can do it now, or it has slipped out of our hands because of the Glazers not granting the ownership status as up? And lastly, Scott McTominay. Would you want him to start Manchester United, or you would rather show him the exit door? Rokan David remains my name. I sign out for now. See you later, and I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. I'm out.